Hello, my name is Makai Pascal, and today I will be interviewing
Sarah Ramsey.
Okay. The first question is, what made you choose the nursing field?
So my grandma was a nurse, and ever since I was little, she's always talked to me about like all the interesting things that she saw. She worked in the ER, and it's just always been very like a passion of mine. Like I always wanted to do something in the medical field, but I knew I didn't want to go to like med school or anything because I don't have time for that. But nursing, I like what how like they just care for a patient, and I really like I consider myself a caring person, and it's just something that I'm very passionate about.
Okay. What has been the most challenging part of nursing school so far?
Definitely clinical. It's very fun, but it can be very frustrating because sometimes you're paired with a nurse that doesn't really want to have to teach, and also just like putting together all your skills that you learn in the lab and also everything that you learn in your lectures, having to put it together like on the spot like that when you still aren't like an actual RN is very challenging because you really have to just pull from every side of your brain and like put it together to help your nurse and help your patient.
Okay. How has nursing school changed your perspective of healthcare?
It Well, I never loved the whole like all of our healthcare like insurance and everything, but really seeing like people that need the help and can't afford it or can't get it with their healthcare insurance or anything like that, it's really like it's made me a lot more emotional and like it makes me want to see if I can like do something else to help them instead of just like nursing. Like if one day I could go on and like do something further for like the community health. But just overall, like it's made me like a lot more empathetic of a person, seeing how people like really do need help that like I can just go down the street and get if I need it.
What qualities do you feel like make a successful nurse?
Definitely teamwork. You have to be able to work as a team because all nurses are a team. You work with like your nurses, your CNAs, your doctors, your everybody. Like like everybody is a team to care for that one patient. Also like social skills, honestly, because it's hard to be a nurse if you can't like talk to your patient. You have to be able to talk to them and understand that they may not understand everything that you understand and have to like explain it to them at a level that they can comprehend and understand what's going on. Hard work for sure, because it is hard work, long hours, rough shifts. It can be a lot. And then one more would be empathy, because you have to care a little bit at least for your patient in order to want to help them.
Okay, so how do you balance nursing school and your personal life?
Well, a lot of my classes for nursing school and clinical and everything is the beginning of the week. So it kind of helps kind of split my week in half. Like I work on school Monday through Thursday. I mean, I have one class Friday, but mostly it's Monday through Thursday. And then I work my job on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, roughly. But I also try to get a lot of my work done before, like my schoolwork done before like 4 or 5 p.m. because that's when all my roommates are coming back from their jobs and their classes and everything like that. And I just want to have like some roommate time. So I think just sitting myself down and making myself do work earlier in the day really benefits me because I'll stay up late at night, like, and I'll hang out with my roommates and stuff. And I think that's like the time when I can have a social life if I get my work done.
What kind of nurse do you want to be and why?
That's a question I ask myself literally every day. I have a few. I really want to do labor and delivery, but my problem with that is I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it because we haven't learned about it yet. Like that's a third semester thing for us, and that's in the spring for me. But I really like the idea of just like I mean, I'm a girl. I'm going to be a mom one day. Like I like having someone there to like support the mother going through that, and like having to care for the baby instantly. And I think that's overall a happier field. However, I also would work in the ER because I like to not be doing the same thing every day, and the ER can be very frantic.
Yeah.
And you can see a lot of different things. So I think either of those would be definitely my top choice. I mean, other than that, definitely something with pediatrics. I'd rather not work in geriatrics. I think kids, I don't know, my heart is for kids. Like, I just love them. And I think that working in any sort of like ICU for kids would definitely definitely be another option for me, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, this is off topic. Well, not off topic, but it's not on the list of questions. But I wanted to be in labor and delivery too, honestly. But I want to know, like, how has, like, being in college, how has it been, like, on your mental health with also being in, like, nursing school too?
I've never really struggled with mental health, like, personally. And, like, I thank God for that. Like, I'm mentally, like, okay most of the time, but definitely it's been hard. It's been very hard on my mental health, because I see people around me that are, like, also in school for similar things, and they're just not doing, like, as much or, like, as long of hours, and it just kind of, like, I kind of get jealous in a way, because I'm like, okay, like, you guys can go do this, this, and this, but I also have to work. Pay my bills, and I just, like, I think it's a lot on me that I have to do, like, every day, and it just drains me. Like, I am constantly drained. Like, if you ever see me at work and I'm just not, like, happy, it's most likely a rough school day, and I just am tired. I'm always tired.
Yeah, I honestly, that's what I'm kind of scared of, though. I'm scared.
Like, I think it's worth it, but I know it'll be worth it in the end, because, like, nursing schedules are so nice. Like, they can work, like, 4 days and then have, like, a week off. Like, if you schedule it right. So I know that, like, this is the hardest part of it, but no one told me how hard it was going to be. So I'm mad at everyone.
Okay, last question. What advice would you give to someone considering nursing school or trying to be a nurse?
I would say definitely make sure it's something you want to do. I know that you kind of need to feel it out before you really know, but, like, I think you know deep down if you want to be a nurse or something similar before you do it. I mean, I think it takes a special person to be a nurse. But definitely, like, have your mind made up before you start school, because it is a lot, like I was just saying. But also, you have to be on top of your school. Like, literally since the first day of nursing school, I have studied at least an hour or two every day. It's not fun, but you have to, because the content picks up so fast, and it's so much. Because, I mean, I'm in a advanced program, so it's only 4 semesters in a row, like summer to summer, and it's just a lot of content. It's content heavy, very fast, and so you really have to stay on top of your school in order to do good. Like, you have to put that first. Social life is there, but not as much, for sure.
Okay, that wraps up the interview. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome.